And we're back on Daytime. I'm Sam LaPrade. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Normally you find me on City News or you find me here on Rogers TV, but today I'm filling in for Derek Fage, and we're missing Derek, sending him all our love, of course. We wanted to spend some time today with Joanna Fox. She's an author and editor, and she joins me now. Hi, Joanna.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Well, look at you. You're all organized and ready. You look fantastic.
Thanks.
And I can see your book there, Little Critics. Tell us all about this book you've written.
Yes, so basically this book is fail-safe recipes from chefs from coast to coast to coast about what they cook for the little critics in their lives, so their pickiest little eaters.
Where has this book been my whole life, Joanna? Honestly, this book certainly is going to make a lot of mums and dads happy. Tell us a little bit about why you wrote this book.
Well, basically, I was a picky eater when I was younger. This book is dedicated to my parents to say I'm sorry.
I love that.
But when I had my son, he ate everything, and I was so thrilled. I thought I was out of the woods, not a problem. He's not going to take after me. And then at about 3.5 years old, he just turned like nothing. No pasta, no cheese, no yogurt, no eggs, no nothing. It was a real nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think a lot of parents are listening and they're nodding at you, Joanna. They're like, yes, I can feel that. Give us some ideas. What are your favorite recipes out of the book?
Okay, so I have a couple recipes here actually that I can show you that are really great. This one is for it's a gluten-free granola, homemade, sugar-free, well, naturally sweetened. Mm-hmm. And you can kind of modify it however you like, put the nuts in that you want or leave the nuts out. This one has pumpkin seeds, holiday spices, so cardamom, cinnamon, and it's really good with yogurt or as a snack. Another one I have here that I really love, this is from Chef Jeremy Charles in Newfoundland, and it's an apple parsnip soup, so seasonal, a little bit of sweetness there for the kids, very plain, smooth, creamy, like really easy to eat.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and one more that I thought would be fun for the holidays, Halloween and everything coming up. This is a pumpkin bran muffin. So you can kind of top it. I made a little, it's cream cheese and a little sugar icing, and I put orange food coloring in for Halloween. But you can also just have the muffin, which is like pumpkin puree, bran, and yogurt.
Well, that sounds fantastic, and it just sounds like there's something for everybody and every taste, which is what it's all about. What kind of feedback have you received from other mums and dads?
People have been really positive about the book. It's been great. I think, like you said, there really is a recipe for every different kind of eater. Whether you like meat, whether you don't like meat, whether you like sweets, whether you don't, whether you're, a breakfast kid, there really is the whole gamut of recipes. And, kids aren't going to love every single one, but hopefully the little kid in your life will like a handful of recipes. And then once their palate changes and maybe they get a little older, then they'll move on to new recipes in the cookbook. So it's going to kind of, hopefully something that will grow with your kids.
Absolutely. I was thinking the exact same thing. What surprised you the most, Joanna, about writing this book? Have you had any sort of revelations of your own?
Well, when I first kind of cast the net of reaching out to all the chefs, I was so shocked at the response because it was immediate. Like every chef knew right away that recipe that worked on their kids, or that was the favorite, or the one that they could always go to. So I was surprised at that, the sheer volume of those recipes that, they just knew right away. And if you, in the book, every recipe has a little personal description of from the chef of why that recipe means something to them and in their lives and their kids and everything.
Oh, that's fantastic. Can you share a few of the chefs with us? What are some of the names we might recognize?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so like Jeremy Charles, who's out in Newfoundland with Celeste Ma, she's also in the cookbook. I have Renee Lavallee, who's in Nova Scotia, Luc Doucet, who's in New Brunswick. In Montreal, I have Fred Morin and Dave McMillan, Chuck Hughes, Danny Smiles, Emma Cardarelli. And in Ottawa, I actually have Joe Thotongel of Coconut Lagoon and Valley.
And I have to tell you, Joe's one of my favorite people, so I love that. I love that so much. I was just with him the other night, so I love that he got to be a part of your book, Joanna. That's fantastic.
He's so lovely, and his jol recipe in my cookbook is possibly one of my favorite recipes. It's so delicious, and my son is obsessed with it.
That's fantastic. Joanna, where are we finding Little Critics?
So you can get it at penguinrandomhouse.ca. You can get it at Chapters and Indigo. You can get it on Amazon, and and like anywhere. Support your local bookstores too.
Absolutely. Joanna Fox, it has been a pleasure to get to know you today. Writer, editor, author, Little Critics. I think she's solving the problems for many parents, and we thank her for that very much. I'm actually getting a little bit hungry, too. It's great that we were chatting about some of those great recipes. Thank you so much, Joanna Fox, joining us. We have lots of great guests for you on Daytime. I'm Samla Pratt, filling in today for Derek Fage. Stay with us on Daytime, everybody. Come on back.